What's up guys, Todd Kelly, Shoe Swap Outdoors. Today I wanted to do a quick video on the Hanwag Alaskan boot. So if you've seen the last couple of videos I've made on hunting boots, you're familiar with the story. If you're not, and this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, over the last couple of years I've been trying to replace my Scarpa Liscum boots. I had those boots for 15 years. They were a fantastic boot. I finally wore holes through the leather that damaged the Gore-Tex, and the boots need to be replaced. And I've been struggling over the last couple of years of replacing those boots. That's led me this year to check out the Hanwag Alaskan boots. I've never seen Hanwag boots in person before, but I found a retailer here in Canada that has a good return policy that had a bunch of Hanwag boots. So I ordered a bunch in a couple different models and a bunch of sizes to test out here at home to see if they're gonna work for me. The Alaskan is a really popular, well-known boot in the hunting community. It has a good reputation, is very similar to the Loa Tibets, which is a boot I ran last year. I will say that the Hanwag does seem to be a notch above the Loa Tibets in the fit and finish. It just seems to be a little better of a boot than the Loa Tibets. On the bottom, Vibram sole, as you would expect. Not super deep tread on it compared to a mountaineering boot that I'm more used to. Similar to the Loa Tibet. But one thing I've never seen in a Vibram sole is something that's really soft. The tread has a ton of flex to it, which is going to aid in traction in wet, cold weather. I can really compare it to a snow tire on a car. So it's going to give really good traction for that. It probably won't be as durable if you're running into a lot of rocks and shale. It'll probably get torn up faster, but you are going to have that extra traction from a softer tread boot. They are resolable, so if you do wear them out, you can replace them, and you don't always have to replace them with the same type of sole. You can pick and choose from your cobbler on different tread if you want. Really comfortable boot. Out of all the hunting boots I've ever worn, this is probably the most comfortable. When you put it on and you walk around, it's a lot of give in it, which makes it really comfortable. It feels really good on the foot walking around. Fairly stiff boot. I would say it's just a hair stiffer than the Loa Tibets, but still manageable for an everyday trekking boot. Flat ground, you're not going to have an issue of foot fatigue from a full-on stiff mountaineering boot. Full rubber band around it, wraps high up on the toe here, has the roller lacing that Loa Tibet has and other Hanwag boots. Not surprising, from research I did, Hanwag and Loa are brothers, or were brothers, not sure. So it's not surprising that they are very similar style boots. I had good luck with those on the Loa Tibets. They seem to work really well. The laces slide over the ball bearing really nicely, so you get a nice even pull on the bottoms when you're tightening it, and it doesn't cause any extra friction on the laces that you're worried about running through and ruining laces really fast on them. The speed lock or speed laces on them. This first one on the ankle is a locking one. Doesn't work as well as a dedicated locking lace, but it does allow you to have a little different tension on your bottoms than your top. So if you want a loose fit on the bottoms and a tighter fit up top, you have that ability with this locking speed lace on it. They do have a speed lace on the tongue, which I'm still not sure how this works. Loa Tibets have their little peg here, which is really easy to use, and that just allows you to keep the tongue centered. I'm not quite sure how this one works. I haven't figured it out, although I haven't done a ton of research on it. Little extensions of leather at the top, so it's just a little extra protection from the laces wearing on the leather on the top here, which is a nice little feature on it. They have the glove leather on the top here, which is nice and comfortable. I got a pair of Zamberlan boots that has this glove leather on the inside. Really nice, comfortable feature on the boot. Really nice boot. I'm probably not going to go this for myself. I do prefer a stiffer mountaineering style boot, and the Handwag Sirius 2 fits that bill better than the Alaskans. I do have a video on the Sirius 2, so check that out if you're interested in those. Really nice boot, really impressed with it. Just not a boot I'm going to go with right now. As for sizing, the sizing's a little different than my typical boots I wear. As I've said before, I have Danners that are 9.5 that I wear at work. My Scarpas were 9.5. The Loa Tibets I ran were 9.5. And on these, it's the 10.5 fits my foot the best. I found the size 10s. After about an hour of wearing them, I found a little bit of pressure on the side of my foot, a little bit of discomfort. In the 10.5, I didn't get that, and they still fit lengthwise well. They weren't too big. I didn't get any heel slip in them. So definitely worth checking out different sizes on them. Just don't go with the typical sizing that you wear with your shoes. One thing I always like, and I mentioned in my other videos, check out aftermarket insoles. They make a huge difference. This red one here is 15 years old that I ran in my Scarpa Liscums. It's still usable, still in great shape, and they make a huge difference in comfort in a boot. Aftermarket insoles do come in different thicknesses. Here's a thick one from Sole. And if you find that you have a low volume foot, so something that's narrow, sometimes it can feel like the boot doesn't fit across the top here. And a thicker insole will add volume to the boot and eat up that space and make a boot that doesn't feel like it fits perfectly fit better. So definitely check those out. The ones that come with boots aren't very good. Almost all of them are complete garbage from the factory. So for $40 to $60, depending on where you live, aftermarket insoles are a must-have, and they last a long time if you get good ones. If you have any questions on the Alaskans or any other boots, please put it in the comments below. I make sure to answer all those. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and please subscribe if you are into more of these style videos, gear reviews, hunting and fishing content. Anyways, thanks for watching.